show. Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game,
and look at the afterglow of light bathing the Mississippi River in the Crescent City, New Orleans. We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Wizards.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career. The historic comparisons, I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by LeBron James. To the middle, here's Ajinça. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ajinça's got his first basket.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Another miss by Irving.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Banked in off the glass. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Gordon. Fires for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, that defense went from 4 to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Holiday against Irving.
Don't switch me.
Outside Holiday. Ajinça. And that one is hammered home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings at Shumpert, LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the point guard. And so here is New Orleans. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, here's Cole. Goes up and lays it nice.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Oh, I thought you were going to pass Dellavedova.
And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
and LeBron James, that would probably change the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Cunningham. And a switch here also for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Davis is checked in for Ashe. Evans comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Gordon in for Norris Cole. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Thompson. The finish, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Okay.
That one is on Holiday. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, you know, I really think the hard work they've put in the offseason and so far this year really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line.
Davis drives in and off the front iron, and in it goes.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good. Irving's got 10 points.
Magic. Like,
and that does it for the...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith, and the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, the shots were dropping, Bo. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the pop.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
It's been a great game for Irving tonight. He's got 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem, and it's Ajinça in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Davis is their all-star.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. From 13. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Left side, Anderson, uncovered. Jump shot is good that time.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Evans against James. There's the pick. Here's Davis. Oh, and he just knocked down the puzzle.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
We've we've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Pelicans trail. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Dellavedova's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're losing by 4. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Good on both.
Big time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a 1-possession game.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Here's Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
No, there really hasn't been, Greg, but that doesn't mean we haven't liked it. I mean, the highlight reel is being overwhelmed and overworked.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. And he takes a fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
The dish now to Dellavedova. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Evans, he's checked in for Cunningham. And it's Gordon in for Quincy Pondexter. And Cleveland also making a change. James is checked in. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Houston. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson. And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 5-point game, and so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 26 seconds left in the game. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Davis. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And that's an intentional foul.
There we go.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it. Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Alley-oop try, and the rejection by James. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
So, tell me, how does it feel to get rejected?
Alexis Ajinça.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Eric Gordon.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Pelicans foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. For 3, off target with that shot. We see the Cavaliers.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
So that's going to be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.